So this is Le Cambrai, German cemetery, and there are 22,200 German soldiers buried in here, and it's quite a peaceful place. Nice touch. Didn't have to do that, did they? But you've got to be real. Most of what you're looking at would not have wanted to be doing what they were doing. But the alternative was you and your family done. So, what a beautiful place. Full bar on, big barbecue grill out the front. You've got animals on tap. Oh, Crazy Legs crane. I say, boy. And there's a goat. There's a bloody goat. Say hello. Brilliant. And wait while you see what I'll show you in a bit. Magnifique. Right. Are you ready for this? Because looks like you're going into a farmer's field. Oh my fucking god. What? Check that out. I know, that's what I was saying. That apparently is Saint Michel. Wow. And these are all salt marshes. I know! Brilliant, isn't it? But look at that. Wow. Man alive, that was a bit airy. So you've got to come down these tracks. Not really a cycle route, but hey, there's a fucking bridge. Look at the angle on that. You maybe don't get it from that. That's proper rickety. But I'm trying to get to my final destination, and it is gonna be so worth it. Are you ready? Are you ready? No, not yet. Not yet. Look at that. I don't know whether you can actually appreciate how majestic that is. So I need to find a route to get there. Certainly not that way, is it? So I reckon follow this footpath. The pilgrim path. Come on. Here we get them chances in life to just for a second have a minute and enjoy the absolute majesty that is the world. Look at that. Just look at that. And all these lot. They're just sheep in the way, you know what I mean? They're just doing sheep shit. God. Magnifique. Alright, we're out on the treader again. Wait while you see this. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. look at that. How fucking special is that? Sorry for swearing, but wow. Wow, wow. That's St. Mitchell. Fucking hell. That is spectacular. Whew. Better put it down before Wavy Bus comes. Magnificent. See you again in a minute. How spectacular is that? Beautiful. Absolutely splendiferous. Stunning. Unbelievable. Look at these fuckers. Get out of the way. Chinese people. Excuse. Cheers. Alrighty. Fuck the Chinese people. Get out of Tibet and get out of my fucking way. Seriously. Whew, I'm going to stop for a minute. Magnifique. So I've pushed biked about 5 kilometres to get here. I had to go back. I went across the salt marshes but got bogged down. So, but do you think it was worth it when I got here? Look at that. That is sensational. It has to be one of the best things I've ever seen. I can't sum it up any better. That's the best thing I've seen. Unbelievable. I tell you what, I thought Holy Island was pretty special. But that is just spectacular. Set in the middle of the sea and salt marshes. What a place. Beautiful. So this is round the back of St. Mitchell. I don't know whether you can really tell that, but their tide's rushing in. They're making a right noise. You can see the break there, look. Must be a bit of a local thing. Yeah. Well, if you're from Japan. Oh, what a noise. Look at it rushing in there. That's a force of nature, is that? Spectacular. This day just keeps giving. There, look. You could nearly ride that on a surfboard. If you had a ponytail and you were a twat. Spectacular. Oh, right, that's nearly me back at camper van, but I just wanted to have a bit of a chat with the locals and try my French out. Bonjour, monsieur. Comment s'appelles-tu? Comment s'appelles-tu? Je m'appelle Emile. Alex, always having a piss. You dirty French sheep. Fermez la bouche. Oh, frightening a bit now. Right, you there, you know the one, give me the eyes, you cutie. Last camper van on the left. Alright. See you later. Je t'aime. Oh. 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 What a delish of them now, oh yeah. Now you want to fucking chat. Go on, get on my plate. Oh, so I've just had steak and chips, and it was, I have to say it was piss poor, to be honest, but it'll do. But I've come back, look, there was 4 camper vans here earlier. So you're telling me that tonight, Matthew, all of this is yours? Get in. Bonjour. Morning. Let me just shut window. Cockerel's been making a right racket since sunrise. Oh, day 9, I think. So, what a day yesterday. That was just brilliant from start to finish. So we started the day off at the German cemetery. And the one thing that was absolutely noticeable, so I've been to 3 different cemeteries, memorial grounds, and the British and the American and Canadian, they're all pristine white or cream stone or marble, rows and rows and rows. And they're really impressive, you know, they look clean, they look pristine. Like I said, the maintained superbly. Fresh, I suppose, is the word you'd describe it as. And then when I went to the German cemetery, and I'm sure it's not intentional, but the crosses were made out of a really dark stone, and the way they were laid out, it just had a different vibe about it, which I said, absolutely not intentional, but quite ironic that even in death, the German cemetery seems more, it's not sinister, but more imposing and more, just had a completely different vibe about the place. If you didn't know the history of both graveyards, maybe that wouldn't occur to you, but yeah, it was different. It was like going to the dark side, briefly. So then I tottered off all the way down here, found this beautiful place, really peaceful, and then, wow. It's not that often you come across somewhere which absolutely, it is breathtaking. It's magnificent. It's stunning. It's majestic. It's every adjective that it deserves. Still don't do it justice. Saint Michel, Saint Michael, whatever it is. Wow. Unbelievable. Read a bit of the history on the place this morning. Phenomenal, phenomenal. If ever you're in this corner of France, did I just say France? Pretentious twat. If ever you're in France, down here, you've got to go see that astonishing building. Just everything about it. It was beautiful. Anyway, shut up, Baxter. Do yourself a favour, crack on and go see it. So today, I'm just boiling kettle. I'm going to go to the latrines, but they don't have hot water, and I cannot wash with cold water. I can't do it. I wish I could wild swim. As soon as I hit cold water, I go rigid, absolutely rigid. So I'm going to have a quick strip wash, and then I'm going to go back on the treader, opposite direction, and see how far I can get towards Avranches. Avranches is the nearest town to here, and tonight Avranches are playing somebody else in the 3rd tier of French football, which is the same league that Bordeaux are in. What a fall from grace they've had. Yeah, so I fancy football tonight, but I'm going to drive into town because to get a taxi or a bus from here is not an option. So I'm going to drive into town later, go see some footy, come back and then decide what the hell to do for the weekend because the weather is taking a little bit of a turn. It's going to be overcast, slight chance of a drizzle. But still loving life. It's wonderful. And the van has been fantastic. And then I thought, why has the van been so good? And do you know why it is? It's because she's French. All this. She's French. She's a Citroen, isn't she? Of course she's French. This is the first time she's been back home since she was born. She's loving life. So I'm kind of thinking that she's more of a... I think she's Chloe. Yeah. Papa. Yeah, I think Peggy Jean, or the Dementia Den, while she spends her time in France, she shall be known as Chloe. So anyway, crack on. I need a wash. Oh, they've got toilet facilities here, which was fantastic. Just dropped the kids off because the kids didn't come out to play yesterday. I thought that's unusual. There was no movement, considering the amount I've eaten and drank. But yeah, I've just let the kids out and they've gone down the River Seine. Out of insane, into the Seine. So catch you in a bit, peeps. I'm off for a wesh. Au revoir. Oh, so I'm stopping. This is curing it before it becomes a problem. Yeah, it might be an alternator issue. Don't know. Fingers crossed. Now I have to say that is pretty spectacular. Yeah, no, not that. That. After the day that I've had, come on. So she's been a long old day. I'll explain it later. All you can hear is the sheep there. Ah. But I've just come out of the campsite and I thought I'd have a quick walk. Look at that. I have never, ever seen anything so majestic. Perfect. Beautiful. Magnifique. Just look at that. The symmetry and everything. Sensational. Thank you. And so, after a long old day, an unplanned day, Chloe is good to go. Me and her are off all over France. Come on, Chloe, you sexy beast. Look at this, I paid for electricity earlier and every bastard's nicked it. Can't believe it. Ah, well. Casa Love Shack, baby. Little gooselings, goslings, dunno. Baby geese anyway. Cute as. Right, let's move on. He's planting seeds. Hey, that's sustainability, innit? Good on you, mate. What do you think he's planting? Do you think he's planting cider? Dunno. Oh. It's quite nice, isn't it? Don't go anywhere, it's just a feature. Look at this barn here. Proper job. Oh my god. There's bloody sheep. That's cool, isn't it? Oh, it's a barn mash. Yeah, alright. Alright. Want to come and say hello? Sheep in hell. What a day yesterday was. Unbelievable. So when I left Blighty 10 days ago, 11 days, fuck knows, I had a light come on the dash. Never come on before, but it was really quick and it had gone. So I couldn't figure out what it was anyway. Got over here and it stayed on a bit longer, and it was the battery light. Well, I know that the battery's decent. So because I'm a time-served mechanic, at my first campsite, I wiggled the wires a bit. I thought, top job. Cheers, mate. No, it got progressively worse. And I'm thinking, fuck. The thing is, when you get on a motorway over here, it says stay on here for 97 kilometres with a battery light on. And I've done that twice. So, edging me bets a bit, to be honest. Because the motorways, the hard shoulders, are about as wide as a cycle lane. So if you break down, you are bollocksed. So it's been getting on my mind a bit that this is going to happen. So yesterday, Friday, very important. I asked the chap whose site I'm staying on. His missus spoke reasonably good English. So she tracked down a place called Universe Camper Van Car, which is a garage in town, 10 mile away, that specifically mend anything camper van related. Tickety-boo. Bastard it was 11 o'clock in the morning and the door opened till 2. So I tottered off anyway, knocking on the door 2 o'clock. Let me in again. Somebody spoke reasonably good English, and sent a mechanic out. Did the diagnostics. Turns out your alternator's fucked, mate. Yeah, because he spoke from round where we were. No, reading between the lines, the alternator was bollocksed, and you need an alternator. So I says, is there any chance, bear in mind this is 2 o'clock on a Friday, any chance you could mend it today? So she rang around a few parts places and she went, right, that's how much it'll cost. Do you want it now? Yes, please. 2 o'clock turns to 20 past 6. I'm sat for 4 fucking hours. She was really pleasant. When the mechanic eventually came out, I went, you're good to go, mate. So, 4 hours, up on the ramp, under the hood, blah, 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 new alternator. How much do you think? Go on, have a guess. How much? Bit higher, yeah. €680 later. You think, would you like me to pull my pants down first before you kick me in the bollocks? But it is what it is, and I'm more than happy now to be trouble-free motoring. Yeah, so you need a new alternator? You need a new alternator, don't you? So that's it. So today I'm mostly driving. I'm going to do my longest journey up to Press. I've got about 150 kilometres to go, and hopefully there's room when I get there. I'm staying on an oyster farm. Fucking hate oysters. They're just like, I've had them a couple of times in the market in Leeds, and they're like the consistency of phlegm. They're fucking awful. I don't get the oyster thing at all. But they do crab, lobster, mussels, and it looks beautiful. So, fingers crossed. They're not crossed, that's just arthritis. Do make me laugh. Fingers crossed there's room at the inn, so let's get cracking with the knacking. See you in a bit.